Good morning, Blaine. Sorry, guys, really late this morning. Let's take a peek. What's going on today? All right, let's take a look at some names, y'all. Yeah, I need to do a crypto update, Fluxmaster. What's up, Nighthawk? AMRN. Yeah, the market's really weird right now, at least the crypto market. Says this thing's at 1145. Oh, wow. Way up there. That'll be interesting. Must be a drug trial or something went well. Positive trial results. That could be the start of a good run. Hard to get in when you're up 250%, though. It's just a little too extended normally. Just flying through these guys. I know it's late. NC, BCN, XON. Wow. Must have been another one with drug trials. Oh, reverse stock split. Okay. We've had Orion XON for a while. It's up 12% to $16 today. And we'll see here shortly. Market opens up in, by the time you hear this, it'll be open if you're looking in real time. Wow, this thing gapped up as well, still on a run. There we go. There's XLN up 10% on our list there. Alexion gapping up a little bit. We got the Nasdaq down 0.5% on trade wars stuff. It's nothing new though, so I'm not quite exactly sure how to feel about that. Have Celium volume abating lately, although it's still a little bit more aggressive. Ooh, IQ, that's not a good gap down if that holds. Match gapping down this morning. That's not good. See if it's a gap and crap or a gap and go. Now 9.7%. WHD holding up pretty nice. That's pretty good right there. Fizz is flat, still hanging out here just above the 50-day. Down 0.75% on the NASDAQ. Point 0.8%. This gap on XO1 isn't bad at all. All right, match gap and coming back so far, coming to the point where it's going to fail or continue, filling that gap right there. Down 0.9% now on the NASDAQ. Cron trying to make it back. Here's MJ. There's Cron. NASDAQ down almost 1% now. Not liking how this looks. That needs to, well, doesn't need to, but it'd be really nice if that thing held. Match WHD up 4% now. Look at that. Rallying in the face of adversity. That could be really good. There's some of that curl right there, guys. See if it gets going. Nope. Selling back a little bit. Man, IQ and Core is taking a shot at being horrible. Oh shoot. That's fairly broken in Cores. Back into the base there. Yeah, we've seen a Head and Shoulders Twitter on the daily, Nighthawk, absolutely. And there's the neckline right there. And there's our target for that Head and Shoulders, about 14.16. All right, NASDAQ coming back so far. Not super convinced. So there's your overnight session on the NASDAQ, not really getting very aggressive at all. Yeah, I don't like the looks of this. Match coming back a little bit. Hold on, guys. Okay, market finally pulling back. There's some volume on that 5-minute chart in the bottom right. That's good. Coors is still down 6% though. That's not very good. Come on, bouncing pretty good there. Just a small bounce though. I don't know if I'd get super excited. Quite a bit of bearish action out there. Tilroy down 11. Alright, matching the green now. Come on, NASDAQ. So I'm hoping this whole trade war thing. We saw what happened last week after the Chinese ratcheted up their rhetoric. I'm pretty sure they know that they knew that the trade war was coming. So one of two scenarios: either they were waiting to sell a little bit more for a few more days, or this is a drop that's going to be preceded by a larger bounce, basically a sell the news event, or buy the news event, I guess, if you will. And sometimes it's kind of hard to know until after the fact, unfortunately. Core still happy, down 6%. Yeah, not happy there at all. Never got going too much either. I didn't expect to break down like that so fast. Core's dropping, Twitter selling. Core's down 7.8% to that 50-day. Come on, Core's. Match doing better at 0.66, finally coming back. NASDAQ down 0.65%. These are the no fun days in the market, guys. These are the no fun days. My kid's making a paper airplane in the background, if you guys hear that. Need more volume than that, NASDAQ. Yeah, very strange day today, all. Although it looks like the things in the red, at least on my list here, there's no major theme to them. Obviously, some MJ stocks are down. Coors is retail. Huiyin IQ are China. Momo's China. PayPal down. There's no huge rationale, which is not good. That's a little bit more indicative of a broad market sell-off in this wide action in PayPal. Usually not very healthy. Now, now as a ServiceNow cloud stock. Come on. Come on now. You can do it. Okay, there we go. Pulling back into this channel. Really looks like respecting it. IBD kept talking about a breakout in this thing, but just didn't look like it wanted to. And so far, it looks like it's back down towards the bottom of this channel. One, two, three. So that's a pretty big high volume sell day, that last red day right there. DIS breakout, let's see. All right, match up 1.3% now, so that's good. It's not a breakout yet. Not quite sure how to play this one. I don't think this would qualify as a handle. Let's go to the weekly. Okay, that puts things in a bit more perspective. Yeah, I guess maybe it is kind of a little breakout. Let's go back to the daily now that we have that trend line drawn. Oops, accidentally clicked on 5 minute. There's our trend line. We broke out in volume, but there was a lot of selling involved there. Last Friday was Triple Witching Friday, if I remember correctly. Or was that the Friday before? Alright, NASDAQ has fully rallied back through, which is good. Still got to make up that 0.44% ideally. Yeah, Disney's not too bad here. Looks like we put in a short-term bottom. It's not horrible right here, but I can't say if it's going to break out in a huge rally there, Alec. Looks like it's just not going lower right now. Doing curling wings? Cool. All right. Looks like we landed on our feet so far. The bounce volume isn't very convincing, to be honest with you, on the NASDAQ. But let it do what it do. Come on, daily. Man, this software is just glitchy. I don't know what update they made, but it was not a good one. You got the bounce there off the 50-day one more time. See what the S&P is doing. Okay, now it's only down 0.2%. And we broke an all-time highs last Thursday. There's your Triple Witching Friday. So that was last Friday. Depot, Fizz. Okay, match coming back pretty good. Volume's not great, but pretty good. Need to see if this stuff holds today. This could be a rocky day. If it sells off later in the day, we're going to be in trouble going forward.
I can make a pumpkin, but not with it. I can make a pumpkin. I need scissors.
Coors is still down 6%. Probably don't affect you guys, but I've got a position in Coors, so.
I also need a pencil and an eraser.
Alright, so go get them. I don't have a pencil in my office. All right, XON up 17% now. EW up 6%. Whiting Petroleum, Alexion, Continental, GNC up 4%. That thing has been behaving very well. Not really going with the market at all. Bear was a while ago, blah. We haven't had a bear in stocks for a while, but we're not in a bear. We could go into one, but I wouldn't. It's hard to call it immediately. You have to be very patient with the stock market. GNC doing phenomenally today. Really, ever since we had that big pop the other day. It was a huge pop. It looks like we're continuing that. We had a play in GNC that's probably not still valid after all that. And it's pretty valid. It's not great, but it's good. But if the market goes sideways, I'm not sure how that's going to work out for GNC, but it is. I mean, it's super low. Came down to 271. But a lot of those oil names, ooh, Whiting Petroleum up 5%. I didn't put two and two together. Trying to get that line right there. You got CLR, so it looks like some money's moving into oils today, which is probably what's saving the Nasdaq. XON, I believe, is an oil play. EW up 6%. Come on, man. This whole thing is frustrating. All right, EW gapped up well past the buy point right there. That's a little bit too far. EOG, another oil name. Looks like doing pretty good. Chesapeake Energy is a natural gas play mainly. But we've been watching Whiting for a while here. Like months. So we also talked about, was it me or Eli that mentioned the curl and WLL? I forget. What's our level here? 67. Yeah, not quite sure I'm happy with. That's not too bad. On Whiting Petroleum. Match up 1.25%. Core's down 6.5% still. Failing to bounce. Kind of same with IQ. Also failing to bounce. Little bouncer off the 50-day. Volume's a little high, but not super aggressive, which is not good. Yeah, there's GNC. I really like that volume action right there. coming off of extreme lows, basing all year, and then starting to rally out right there. That's some decent. That's the same chart zoomed in. Some pretty good accumulation there. There we go. Man, I do not know what's going on with the data on this thing. Come on, CHK. Yeah, I'm not sure what the move is on GNC. It may just be accumulation by institutions, which flies under the radar of news. So, which is good. That can be good if you see a stock. So I'm gonna have to go soon, guys. My throat's not doing too hot. But if you see a stock moving like this on really no news, this is a fairly large name, GNC, and if it's having some early accumulation, this could be pretty good for the name. I'm getting no data from this platform here. Sorry. All right, guys. I'm having a hard time talking and keeping my voice up. I'm going to get out of here so I can maintain that for the power hour. Be honest with you. See if I can do some lozenges or something. But so far I'm not super happy. I'm getting an investment from a Chinese firm, it looks like. Nasdaq down 0.41%. Need to see how this goes throughout the day. See if this stalls at a high or if this actually puts in a healthier pattern. Other than that, there's some names that aren't coming back. Core is down 6% is not a good thing. IQ is sitting down here. I'm sure Huya is sitting down as well. My platform's just doing nothing. So, alright guys, I'm going to bounce. Sorry about that. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. But I'll give you about another 30 seconds or a minute. So I think for right now, if the Nasdaq can get over these highs from this overnight trading session, that would be a little better. So overnight there would be anything over like 75.27 or so. Bye-bye. This platform is just giving me problems today. Probably not, Nighthawk. We got a trend line drawn right here for Baba. Looks like we bear flagged into it. So if it recovers, it's going to have to get over that high of 170.16. But we could continue forming this bear flag for a little bit. But usually these take on short lives right there. So I think if we break this trend line here, then it's next leg down time on Baba. But I think we're getting to the point where this trade war going on and stuff probably is going to affect the Chinese economy, which will also affect all of these. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna bounce. See you guys later.